Hi there, everyone. Meteorologist Robert Spetty here with you today. It is currently the 15th of April, 2014, and out here in the Western Pacific today we have a few areas we are continuing to watch in the tropics, plus across much of northeastern Asia. It truly is rather hazy across Korea and into Japan. That'll give way a little bit later on this week to a new low pressure system, but for now, we're going to talk about what's going on in the Philippines. If you are in basically across much of Visayas in southern Luzon, you are seeing rain showers today. This video coming out of Baguio, where you have been seeing those showers for basically the past 48 hours. Some reports of localized flooding out here. Now, the good news, no reports of any casualties from this recent heavy rain that we have been seeing, but there has been some damage to a few homes and also causing a little bit of travel disruption due to it's what was tropical depression Peipa. It still is actually tropical depression Peipa. If we take a look at the Japan Meteorological Agency's latest analysis, what they have out here is a TD at this time, and that's the key thing to keep in mind. 1004 HPA right there. We also have a low a little bit back towards the east, but this is not going to intensify into a tropical storm. I wouldn't worry about that, and a few people have asked, and I don't see that happening, but I do see this bringing some rain showers towards your local area out here. Let's take a look at the 72-hour rainfall forecast, and I mean, if we take a look ahead into 48 up to about 72, that's right there. You see these areas in Samar, Leyte, even extending over towards western portions of Visayas and southern Luzon, and much of Mindanao. Few locations could see as much as 100 to possibly 200 millimeters of heavy rain. That's on top of the intense rain we have been seeing for the past week now. So a further threat of flooding to be had out here. Now, this isn't going to be a big wind maker, and if we take a look actually at the forecast, I mean, a few areas out here, I'll go ahead and get rid of the precipitation so we can pull up this nice little imagery here, and up to about 40 to 50 kilometers per hour is going to be those coastal winds. It's nothing up to tropical storm. That would be 65 kilometers per hour, so it is going to kick up some waves for you, but pull back that precipitation. It's that rainfall that just continues to push on shore, and that is the major problem. Now, going through Wednesday into Thursday, this is going to weaken out and taper off. Pull back the picture, we can see really that low-level circulation gets very disorganized, hard to find into this imagery. I mean, it's somewhere there in Visayas, but it finally starts to fade apart. I've been watching the storm system for what feels like several weeks now, and good news is that it does look like it's going to fade away later on this week, but we're still going to have some instability in the atmosphere, so be ready for that threat of further flooding to come out of this. But it's not going to be anything too strong or too intense. Speaking of too strong or too intense, look back towards the east. We still do have a low south of Guam. You saw it on the map there a second ago. I don't expect much out of this one. It could become a tropical storm, but it really is going to stay on the weak side and could bring some windy conditions, some rainfall out here towards the Mariana Islands. Take a look at the GFS model, run the latest one from there. They also have a low kind of pushing off here towards the north. This is GFS via the Wonder Map there on your right. And you can see it kind of lingers right there around Guam. This is extending out towards Friday, push ahead into, well, shoot, right around Sunday. That kind of starts to move up there towards the northwest. GFS, I always have to put this out because people often catch it. It does spit out another run in the long range out to about 189 hours. So we're talking about a week from today, Tuesday, the 22nd of April. Possibility of a tropical storm, but I mean that's still pretty far out. Let's compare that up with the ECMWF model out to about that far, and it's not even displaying that far right now. I mean, oh, there it is. Nothing to be had. So you have one model run long range, as I always say. We'll keep an eye on it. Right now, JTWC has, what's left of Peipa low, and this one doesn't even have anything on it. So that is the tropics for today. If you have any other questions on the tropics, please let us know in the comment section down below if you're out here across the Philippines. Don't forget, you can check our interactive track map, and that will give you the latest forecast out here. For example, in Guam, thunderstorms throughout the rest of the week. Over there towards Cebu, yes, cloudy skies at this time. High of 28 expected, but rain showers and thunderstorms out through Friday before it tapers off by Sunday. Back off towards the north, we're also looking at into Tokyo area Wednesday and Thursday, partly cloudy skies, but by Friday, some rain showers there for you. These partly cloudy skies will be accompanied by that haze I was talking about, or yellow sand. That's what's actually happening out here towards the northwest. See these areas in the bright yellows? That is yellow sand coming out of the Gobi Desert. And then over here we have another source region for pollution, well, or smog, I would call it, out there at some of those factories in northeastern China. Well, as we go ahead through the next 12 to 24 hours, you see those areas in the purples, they start to drift down there towards the southeast. Hazy conditions across much of Seoul into Busan, extending over towards Japan. Pull back the picture here, you can actually see those winds. They do extend basically on Tuesday and the Wednesday. They've got this high pressure area over the East China Sea, and those winds wrap around the northern periphery of that high and push down there towards the southeast. I can't pull up the winds right now, it ain't loading, but there we go. We'll just scroll ahead a little bit farther by Thursday, and now you can see where those winds are. Now, this is the other thing to be had, though. We have a new low developing here into eastern China, and that's going to be the big rainmaker on Thursday and the Friday. That'll push the haze out of there by basically Friday. But as this comes in from the east, much of South Korea, western Japan by basically Friday morning and into Friday afternoon, Tokyo included, you're going to be seeing some heavy showers out of this one, even some snow in parts of North Korea, extending out there towards Friday afternoon and the evening hours, possibility of a few storms down towards the southern Japanese islands, but I think most of this one is going to remain off there towards the north. So later on this week, if you are across much of Japan and South Korea, Thursday and Friday is going to be a wet one out here, extending out. So for now, do enjoy the fair weather, and it's that high pressure in place. Just you may have some itchy eyes and hard time breathing if you have respiratory issues, just due to the significant haze that will be in place. All right, everybody, that is a 7-minute long update today. So a lot of information in this one. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please post them down there into the comment box below. As always, I appreciate your feedback, and stay safe out there.